Over to you, Aabha.
Look, this investment guru's tips will double your money. Just claim the offer.
Double your money from any random group. Pay attention. Promising double returns, they'll lure you in tight. Unverified groups will send fake tips overnight, emptying your pockets before you can fight.
Well said! Well said! Well said!
SEBI and NSE advise consult only SEBI registered advisors and make payments only to verified accounts or UPI IDs. An investor awareness initiative by SEBI and NSE.
Presented by National Stock Exchange.
NSE.
Presented by National Stock Exchange. Co-powered by Purvankara.
Bakaya. First, let's take a volatile this afternoon. Nifty hovering around 25,800. The Sensex near 83,700. Selling intensifies in IT stocks after yesterday's relief rally, while metal and PSU bank counters see buying support. Cigarette stocks surge up to 15% on price hikes. A big AI leap for India as Sarvam AI is unveiled at the India AI Impact Summit 2026. Built on sovereign data and powered by frontier models, it showcases India's end-to-end AI value chain for population scale impact. Top global political and business leaders converge in Delhi for the climax of the AI summit and bilateral talks. President Lula of Brazil is the latest to land after the French president. All eyes on the Delhi Declaration, which could refocus AI to the needs of the global south and make it more application-oriented. Prime Minister Narendra Modi meets Google CEO Sundar Pichai at the India AI Impact Summit 2026. Pichai in India to deliver the keynote on February 20th says it's great to be back. The centre extends the India AI Impact Expo by a day, now concluding on February 21st. NVIDIA deepening India's AI push at the summit, partnering with E2E and L&T as well as Yotta for advanced AI factories. E2E and NetWeb shares surge up to 18% intraday on the announcement. Separately, Qualcomm commits up to $150 million for an India-focused AI venture fund. A quick look at the markets at this hour, and we are seeing pretty much a little bit of a movement on the index, but not too much. Bright spots remain in terms of PSU bank action. Some metals today. Nifty is just at 25822 as we speak, so just marginally in the green. Pressure continuing, of course, on the back of IT. Let me welcome in Sudip Bandyopadhyay, who's joining us on the show today, Group Chairman, Inditrade Capital. Sudip, good to have you with us. We've all just been watching what's happening really when it comes to the IT space and the nervousness it's causing. Markets have been flat this afternoon. We've got some amount of movement on an HDFC Life or some of the metal names, Bajaj Auto Access adding to the contributors on the index, but overall pressure still on.
Oh, absolutely. I think this disruption, which has been initiated by the launch of Anthropic's AI tool, is here to stay. And the way we have been doing business as far as technology space is concerned is definitely going to change. Of course, it does help many industries, and probably there will be significant benefits to multiple areas which use lots of data, whether it's in education, healthcare, hospitality, financial services, to top it all. I think there will be significant benefits, but technology sector will undergo a lot of changes. We don't know who's going to be the winner, who's going to be the loser at this stage, but there will be a lot of churn. That is undoubtedly true. As far as technology stocks and technology companies are concerned, it is better to wait and watch at this stage how things pan out. Indian frontline IT companies have been trying to tie up trying to do multiple things to join the bandwagon as far as AI is concerned. But it's difficult to predict the winners at this stage. These are initiatives which are being taken in the right direction, but there will be challenges going forward. We do see that revenue, profitability, which is margin, as well as profit, all getting under pressure as far as Indian IT companies are concerned, because AI will change the way business is done going forward.
All right, Sudip, do stay with us. In a clearer sign yet of where the Delhi declaration from the AI Impact Summit could be headed, IT and Electronics Minister Ashwini Vaishnav today unveiled a transformative vision for India's digital future, one focused on solving real-world problems in healthcare, agriculture and climate change. While previous iterations of the AI Summit have been focused on security and risk management, the current summit could lean heavily on democratization of AI resources. Listen in.
We in India are very focused on AI in the edge, AI for use cases, AI for solving real world problems, AI for improving the productivity in the enterprises, AI for population scale problems like healthcare, like agriculture, like climate change. These are the things that we are focused here in India. And this AI Summit brings that opportunity. And as we discuss various technical matters, I will request the topmost brains which are present here to please do bring some solid, concrete suggestions on how to make AI safe.
Reliance Jio has unveiled its Made in India smart glasses, Jio Frames, at the India AI Impact Summit. Positioned as a potential rival to Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses, the device is powered by the sovereign Hello Jio AI assistant and supports multiple Indian languages. With both audio-only and video-enabled variants, Jio is aiming to make AI wearables more accessible, signaling a strong push into the consumer AI hardware space. Take a look.
These are not the Ray-Ban AI Meta smart glasses, and these certainly do not cost 45,000 rupees. These are the Jio Frames showcased here at the Jio booth at the India AI Impact Summit. Now, these are smart glasses which are completely made in India, powered by Hello Jio AI, a sovereign AI stack by Jio. Now, what they can do is they can click photos, they can record videos, they can give you AI assistance. They support 5+ languages, very lightweight to wear. You can also pick up calls, listen to music. All of that smart glass compatibility is right here within these smart glasses. And Jio has said that they are trying to get the cost as low as possible. These will be launching soon.
AI could soon transform the way surgeries are performed. At the Indian AI Impact Summit, Wipro showcased an AI-powered remote diagnosis solution designed to bridge healthcare gaps in underserved regions. The system can analyze multiple organs and integrate with robotic surgery hardware, enabling doctors to diagnose and potentially assist in treatment from anywhere in the world. A significant step towards tech-enabled global healthcare access. Take a look at this detailed report.
This behind me is what your next surgery might look like. Here at the India AI Impact Summit at the Wipro booth, we have a remote diagnosis solution where regardless of the hardware, AI-powered systems are diagnosing and really treating patients powered by AI. Now, Wipro is developing the software used inside. It can be used for diagnosing multiple problems throughout the human body. It is compatible with multiple robotic surgery hardware systems. And now what really matters here is that this is being built for countries and places like India, where the access to physicians, where access to healthcare professionals is limited. Now you can see there are multiple arms here. There are multiple robot arms moving towards the patient. There are screens that are transmitting data to data centers of Wipro, where the data is then collected and diagnosed by healthcare professionals.
Now, India has officially secured its place on the global AI map with the launch of its first sovereign Gen AI brand, Sarvam. Developed by a Bengaluru-based company, the platform based on sovereign data is designed to bring the benefits of AI to the country's 1.45 billion citizens. The two models launched today, Sarvam Vision and Bulbul V3, they're engineered to bridge the massive digital divide by supporting all 22 official Indian languages through intuitive voice commands. Unlike global counterparts that often struggle with local nuances, these India-first models excel at understanding English and complex real-world document layouts with accuracy that outperforms even the world's largest AI systems. For the average user, this means that high-end technology is no longer gated by English literacy, enabling anyone to manage tasks like financial planning, coding, or navigating government services in their native tongue. Let's go across to Piyush Mishra for more on this. Piyush? All right, we'll go back across to Piyush in just a moment. But let me just look at markets again, and we're counting down to closing now. Just another 10-15 minutes to go. And currently, a little bit of green on the screen. The broader markets are holding their weight. IT, of course, is where the bulk of the pressure is coming in from. Let's also take a look at the volumes and see perhaps where some of the action is concentrated this afternoon. We do have some amount of traction coming in metal. So Tata Steel, for example, some of the PSU banks are also seeing some amount of an up move today. Punjab National Bank is up 2.5%, for instance. ITC is up on the cigarette prices, so that's what's moving over there. Hindustan Copper, again from the metals basket. Quality post that listing is buzzing today, so continuing to see traction coming in there. Godfrey Phillips again on cigarette prices, so that one's moving again on the back of that news. What's catching your eye this afternoon, Sudip, as a trend that you otherwise also like?
Well, I think, as things are too volatile on the technology front, I have been recommending that we should try and steer away from technology at this stage. Not that because this sector is bad, but as an investor, when there is so much of uncertainty, it's better to focus on other emerging sectors which have valuation comfort and a potential for giving good returns. I will talk about 3-4 sectors. One which is definitely in investors' radar and has been doing very well is BFSI. I think look at the results which by and large most banks, PSU banks included, came up with. They were absolutely fantastic. Look at the NBFCs, look at the insurance companies, asset management companies. I think, capital market players, I think this is one segment of the market which will continue to do well. So from a long-term investment point of view, I think, PSU banks do look very good even now. The other segment which we have been positive and we believe there is significant valuation comfort and, possibility of a significant improvement from here on is the chemical, agrochemical, specialty chemical segment. This was a completely bombed out sector for a last couple of years, but things have turned around. Green shoots are visible. They export anywhere between 25 to 50% of their products to US. The India-US framework trade deal definitely helps them going forward. Otherwise also, the performance has been improving. The basic logic of China plus one still holds absolutely strong. And we believe that, investing in this segment, I think makes tremendous sense at current level. The third segment, though volatile, we would recommend is metals. We believe there is a structural positive as far as metals are concerned. And this is world over, not only in India. And we can look at buying into metal stocks with a slightly long-term vision and ignore the day-to-day volatility.
All right, great. Thanks for taking us through that, Sudeep. Let me also go back to Piyush Mishra, who's with us now on the Sarvam launch. And Piyush, talk us through how this is going to change the way of operating for so many citizens out there. Once again, but let me talk you through this Sarvam launch. Remember, it is based on sovereign data, this particular platform, and it will take the benefits of AI to the country's 1.45 billion citizens. Two models were launched today, Sarvam Vision and Bulbul V3, and they all support all 22 official Indian languages. And unlike other global counterparts that struggle with local nuances, these are Indian-first models. They excel at understanding English as well as complex real-world document layouts and have a certain accuracy that outperforms even the world's largest AI systems. What does this mean for the average user? Piyush, if you're with us, take us through how this will open up democratizing access for the average user.
Well, that's right. New development has taken place as far as the India AI Summit is going on in National Capital. Remember that it has already been extended for one more day, and this has been extended because of the tremendous support it is enjoying, the tremendous downpour we are now seeing. People from various parts of the country are now visiting to this summit. Around 13 countries have taken part with their different technologies. Many of them have also assured that they are going to invest in India's developing technology. And as far as India's vision for AI is concerned, as far as the moderations are concerned, around 5,000 deliberations and discussions will take place. Multiple conferences are taking place in this summit. People from different parts of the country also are reaching here in large numbers. And looking at the kind of support this summit is enjoying and the downpour is happening, the government has also decided to extend this for one more day.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us with that, Piyush. All right, let's take a look. We're still looking at pretty much closing in green for the day right now. In the broader market, they've also started to look a little bit upbeat. Tata Steel is clearly the stock of the day. It's up about 3% and looking incredibly strong. Lot of capacity expansion plans this year as well. And markets upbeat seemingly on Tata Steel right now. HDFC Life is up over 3% today as well. So that one's also looking particularly good. L&T, as we pointed out earlier, definitely one that's also standing out. And Reliance is in the green, even though ONGC, of course, is seeing a lot of pressure today. So from the oil and gas measures, that's really the kind of move that's coming in. And banks continue to be in focus as well. So lots going on there when it comes to themes and sector-specific action this afternoon. Now, at the AI Summit, in conversation with Siddharth Zarabi, Group Editor, Business Today, Saurabh Sahu, MD and Lead at Accenture India, speaks on AI governance. Does AI need a regulatory framework? Let's listen into this conversation.
I think simply put, the future of governance, for any governance, will have to be human in the lead and powered by AI. So I think the combination of human plus machine would be the right optimal combination to put in the right safeguards and to interpret and apply AI well. Where does this entire discussion about lack of authenticity or guardrails being put in place come in? It essentially comes in because there is a general sense of a feeling that there could be certain bias, there could be certain inefficiencies in the data that we carry. CP hit the nail on the head when he said data is the foundation for any AI. So data can come with certain biases, certain unfairness, and that needs to be therefore checked and applied clearly. And hence, therefore, a regulatory framework with the human in the lead to make the right decisions, reverse or overrule AI systems wherever required, to apply it right in the right manner is, I think, the best way forward.
All right. Sudip, from the broader markets, because, they were really sort of falling behind in the middle. Today, we are seeing some momentum. What are some of the themes you'd look at there? Would it be entirely stock specific? What about something like an auto ancillary? I know you mentioned specialty chem. What about fertilizers or agri? What are some of the themes you'd look at there?
As far as auto ancillary is concerned, we do like this sector. I thought I'd mention 2-3 sectors. That's why I restricted myself to BFSI, chemical, specialty chemical, agrochemical, and metals. But auto and you can add to that. I think, if you look at Indian auto ancillary companies, a lot of them have become integrated with the global supply chain. They have relationship with global OEMs. And they have, increased their business significantly through multiple modes of greenfield as brownfield, as well as acquisitions. And a lot of them have become global players. Under the circumstances, I think for them, sky is the limit. Remember one thing, that as far as the automobile is concerned, we are still, grappling with the transition from ICE to EV. And actually, nobody in the world knows who's going to be the winner in the EV business, EV segment eventually. Everybody is trying their bit, but nobody is sure who's going to be the winner. However, look at the auto ancillary. Irrespective of whichever segment and whichever company is the winner, I think you need components, and the per vehicle component is increasing in EV. So the business scope for auto ancillary companies is increasing significantly. So yes, auto ancillary is one segment which we like. We like it more than automobiles, and I think there are significant opportunities of buying into Indian auto ancillary companies even now. You mentioned fertilizer, very interesting. This is one area where we believe that reforms are yet to fully happen. There is significant scope for reforms, and I'm pretty confident that somewhere sooner than later reform measures will be taken. If you look at last fiscal, the fertilizer subsidy was close to about 90,000 crores. And this fiscal, where we are currently, fertilizer subsidy is expected to be 1,80,000 crores. You look at the humongous amount of fertilizer subsidy which the government is still giving. It needs to be streamlined. It needs to be organized. Urea needs to be discouraged. It's got a huge subsidy component, and it erodes the soil quality. And complex fertilizers needs to be used more and more. Lot needs to be done. This goes beyond stock picking. But I think fertilizer is one sector which is crying for reforms. And I'm pretty confident these reforms will happen. And if somebody is a long-term investor, and focuses on fertilizer sector and picks up good quality stocks now, they will definitely benefit. Whether the benefit will come in 6 months or 1 year, I'm not sure, but they will definitely benefit.
Okay. Sudip, have you been taking a look at Quality Walls and the listing it saw, the demerger from HUL, the stock, of course, seeing quite a meltdown on listing day? And HUL, of course, the stock price had been adjusted accordingly as well. Today, it's seeing a bounce back, of course, but had listed about 29.8. And I'm just running through the numbers here. That's almost a 25-26% discount to the discovery price. And let's take a look today. The stock is up, I'm pretty sure. And HUL, of course, the price had adjusted. I want to bring up HUL too. So quality is now at 29. It's up about 5% today. And remember, this used to be about 3% of HUL's annual turnover, about 1,800 crores. And HUL today, let's pull that one up for you as well, because it's also been seeing some amount of adjustment there. What's your take on the demerger, HUL, as well as quality, Sudip?
I think it's a good step in the right direction. Demerger brings a lot of focus back into the ice cream business, and I'm pretty confident that Quality Walls will do well. They have a significant potential as far as Indian market is concerned. Of course, Amul is the market leader by far, but they can definitely look forward to giving Amul a run for their money. They have the right ingredients, right products. They I'm sure will introduce newer products as well. Distribution network is reasonably well established because of HUL's network was being used to an extent, and I think that will continue to be used in the foreseeable future. So as far as valuation is concerned, Quality Walls I think deserves and will get a better valuation going forward. So yes, one can look at buying into this if you are a little aggressive investor, want to bet on the future growth which Quality Walls will get. So it's a buy at this stage as far as we are concerned. HUL definitely from a long-term perspective, I think there is absolutely no harm. Even in spite of a lot of challenges, they have grown the top line by about 4% this year. And I think, consumption is picking up both rural and urban. HUL is moving into little upper end of the market. They're trying to introduce a lot of interesting products. So I think going forward, we will see probably significant improvement of margins as far as HUL is concerned. So as an investor, I will, if I'm already an investor, I'll remain invested. If I'm looking at long-term portfolio building, I'll buy HUL.
All right. That's on HUL and quality walls. Lots of debate around what that stock is going to be capable of. Now, let's take a look at the closing. Just about a minute to go, ending at about 25,809, so just about 25,800 it looks like. We'll wait for final settlement, but 0.3% higher on closing today on the Nifty. That's what we're looking at. Remember, we've come out of this AI storm and we don't know if it's actually done for good or it's continue, of course, to cause a lot of havoc over the next few weeks. But nervousness there overnight filtering in, continue to filter in onto tech this morning. Metal was, of course, a bright spot. IT continued to see pressure, particularly Infosys, Tech Mahindra, Wipro, some of those names. We're seeing weakness today. Metals was up 1.5%. Hindustan Copper, Tata Steel, some of these names were looking particularly good. And precious metals also bounced back. Broader markets saw some green today, and they were definitely looking better than usual. And both the mid-cap and small-cap index were up about 0.5% each. So decent there for the broader markets in today's session. Banking, and let's talk about that as well. Otherwise, the Nifty gain as HDFC Life top of the charts, ITC on the cigarette price hike, Tata Steel was one of the top movers today. Some of these names were looking particularly strong. Bajaj Auto climbing back today, Tata Consumer, M&M, some of the other gainers on your list and on the index this afternoon. On the downside, ONGC sat out, Wipro, Zomato cooled off today. Actually, we've been seeing Eternal move about 2% both ways, fairly fluidly in the last few weeks. And other than that, Tech Mahindra, Infy from the IT pack, Adani Enterprises also seeing a little bit of a cut in today's session. Lots of action, though, at the AI India Summit. The former G20 Sherpa highlighted the AI revolution and emphasized that the next phase of AI must be driven by startups. Let's listen in to Amitabh Kant.
An AI revolution can only be fueled by cutting-edge entrepreneurs, not by ministers or not by civil servants like me. What an AI revolution requires is basically three things: great talent, great opening up of data sets, and allowing computing power to flow to them. What you're seeing is examples of Sarvam doing multilingual models, etc., is because the government has acted as a facilitator to provide them computing power, but it's their entrepreneurship. The government opens up a vast amount of data through AI Kosh. So the more you open it up, the better it is to create large language models and small language models, and that will enable India to drive the AI revolution forward. There are two critical things. One is that if you look at the western part of the world, there's huge computing power. If you look at the new working operation of OpenAI with NVIDIA, it talks about 11 gigawatt of power, which is 5 million computing power. So the government's job is really to see that many of these young entrepreneurs get more and more of GPUs, more and more of computing power. That the government has to act as a facilitator. But enterprise, really disruption has to come from startups.
Well, at the India Today AI Summit, we had Business Today Group editor Siddharth Zarabi speaking with Anish Chopra, Chief Strategy Officer and co-founder of Arcadia. He shared an optimistic note on collaboration, urging innovators to solve locally and scale globally for real impact. They also encouraged students to build on AI and LLMS, saying the future is bright for homegrown innovation.
All the students in the audience, now is the time to work on superintelligence to drive real economic progress. Last year was AI doing tests, getting the gold medal in math. Now it's AI that can actually do real tasks. So I would encourage everybody to study computer science, learn how to build applications on top of LLMs, and the future's bright.
Okay, the future is bright. So if you thought that it takes tens of billions of dollars as it does for a large language model, the future can always allow the language of Jugaad, JLM, a Jugaad language model to come forth from India.
All right, Sudip, halfway through the week, it's been quiet. What are we anticipating? There are no major triggers immediately, but do you expect a gradual climb back when it comes to the index or any key movers?
Well, I think this week we'll see a lot of data coming out of US and the whole world will be watching those data points to take cues as far as global investors are concerned. As far as India, there are no fresh large triggers except all these collaborations and partnerships which are being announced at the AI India Summit. But overall, I believe that market will continue to chug along. I don't think there is a trigger for a significant positive breakout or even a significant trigger for a negative breakdown. So market will be range bound and will keep chugging along in this particular range if we are talking about this week itself.
All right, Sudip, thanks so much for joining us. Range bound clearly seems to be the consensus, and we can, see it very clearly on the screen, so no immediate relief in sight. But let's see what could perhaps propel the markets higher from here on in the next few weeks. Right now, just steady as we close this Wednesday afternoon. That's all from us for now. Thanks for watching.
Presented by National Stock Exchange. Co-powered by Purvankara, the art of development celebrating 50. Co-powered by Purvankara, the art of development celebrating 50 years.
This investment guru tips will double your money. Just claim the offer.
Double your money from any random group. Pay attention. Promising double returns, they'll lure you in tight. Unverified groups will send fake tips overnight, emptying your pockets before you can fight.
Well said, well said, well said.
SEBI and NSE advise consult only SEBI registered advisors and make payments only to verified accounts or UPI IDs. An investor awareness initiative by SEBI and NSE.
Introducing Motorola Signature.
पिछले साल 20,000 करोड़ से ज्यादा के ऑनलाइन स्कैम्स हुए। ऐसे में अगर आप एयरटेल यूज करते हैं तो आप बाकी साधारण नेटवर्क से ज्यादा सेफ हैं। गृह मंत्रालय I4C के अनुसार एयरटेल पे फ्रॉड से होने वाले नुकसान में 68.7% की कमी आई है। ये फीचर स्पैम कॉल्स और SMS पर अलर्ट देता है।